Hello, hello.
We are live on YouTube.
Excellent.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
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 Oh,
I see, Mr. Dauberman, you have some guests this evening with us.
Yeah, I do. Janelle and Aaron are joining us tonight. They're on the agenda for approval, so we're happy to have them.
Thank you. Melissa, you have, I think, maybe Angelo here, right?
Yep, that's correct. Angelo Lucci, and he's happy to be here tonight. We're happy to have him.
Very
Are
good.
you related to Sarah Lucci?
Yes, ma'am. She's my cousin.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
I taught her in grade school.
Awesome. Awesome.
I know you were holding your breath there, Angelo, waiting to see what Mrs. Cunningham is going to say after you
Is that-
know her.
The God is it?
That's good.
Always something.
All right, let's see. Do we have a quorum here? We're just waiting on Mr. Panto. We'll wait another minute for Mr. Panto and then we'll kick things off. Okay. All right. So I'm going to call this meeting to order. Let the record show that it is 7:14 on Tuesday, April 13th. And could I please ask everyone to rise for the pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everybody. And before we proceed, I would just like to take a brief moment of silence for June Han. She had recently passed away. She's a former Catasauqua Area School District Board member. Thank you very much. With that, we will move on to our roll call. Ms. Reed.
Yes, Lauren C. Slack,
Here.
Dale Hine,
Here.
Jillian Emmert,
Here.
Jason Bashaw,
Here.
Christy Cooper,
Here.
Carol Cunningham,
Here.
Sean McGinley, Donald Panto,
Here.
and Dwayne Dietrich.
Here.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you very much. Next, just a notice of executive sessions. We did have an executive session this evening for legal and personnel reasons. We held that meeting tonight at 6 o'clock. So moving right on to presentations / audience input on the agenda. Ms. Cochran, or Mr. Caress, do we have any public input on the agenda virtually?
No, we do not.
Thank you very much. That being said, we will move right into the administration board discussion and reports. First up, Dr. Lutz Demling with academics and education.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to share that the secondary social studies teachers and I are very excited about the 3 textbooks that we have on the agenda this evening for preliminary adoption. They are U.S. History for the middle school, U.S. History for the high school, and World History for the high school. And all of these textbooks promote active inquiry. Additionally, they incorporate culturally relevant immersive activities, and they have really high quality online resources. So we will have the online samples available for the remainder of this month and through May, and we will be requesting final adoption of these 3 textbooks in June. And that is all that I have this evening.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Dr. Lutz Demling? Seeing none. Next up, finance, Mr. Spengler.
Thank you. Just a quick update. At this point, we are preparing for a May preliminary budget approval. Some big picture items in the budget right now is we are looking at no tax increase, although I have to asterisk that statement because we do have the 2 county balancing situation that we do need to factor in each year. We do have increasing assessed values in both counties, which is a very positive. We have some warehouse activity occurring, 3 warehouse potentials. Some are actually actively moving forward. And we continue to have homes being built in North Catty. So those are all positive movements as far as budget goes. The biggest impact we have right now, which we are awaiting for some additional guidance, is the various COVID relief fund buckets that are 3 phases of those and some additional grants as well. So we're really fine tuning that, and please look forward to a more detailed, budget overview in May. Thank you.
So stay tuned. Excellent. Well, you did such a good job on that one. You're up again, buildings and grounds.
Okay, building and grounds. You will see on this evening's board agenda that we administratively are requesting some approvals to at least reserve various vehicles that are captured within next year's budget. So that is on tonight's budget as we move ahead and prepare for next year's processes. The stadium project is underway, as you know. Most recently, we are at about 95% of the bleacher demolition is complete. The press box demolition is complete. Silt socks, which are the black mulch-filled tubes you see in a variety of places, those are installed throughout the site. Contracts are signed. Let's see, over the next 2 weeks, the field will begin to be stripped to identify some of the utility areas, mark things up. The lights are ordered, and it is now a construction site. We do have a Monday pre-construction meeting on this project, and I also will send out to board members. We will also post on our website. There is a live camera that oversees the construction site, so you can tune in at any time. I'll send that out to everyone, and we'll get that posted. So that's
Cool.
all I have right now for building grounds.
Very good. Any questions for Mr. Spengler? Seeing none, moving on to policy. Mr. Nur.
Yes, the school code requires that every 3 years we review our bullying and cyberbullying policy. Shelley undertook that process, and we came back with just some minor textual edits, basically, and that's what you see in the policy 251. So it's largely just readopting the policy that you've had in effect since 2008.
Okay. Very good.
Anything you want to add to that, Shelley?
No, it seems along the same lines as some of the other districts that I reviewed their policies as well.
Very
Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Seeing none, moving on. Athletics, Mr. Mall.
Hello. To add what Mr. Spangler said, they also, with the construction project, they took down the interior fence between the track and the football field, and they actually took down the goalposts. So it kind of looks funny, but yeah, like he said, things are going pretty well. We have just a couple quick items with athletics. We did our senior track and field meet was today, the senior day. We did it at Saucon Valley. So I thank Saucon Valley for them helping us out by doing that. All the kids were there, and all the parents were there of all the seniors, which was nice. Varsity baseball is 7 games into the season, and we're 3-4. Varsity softball is 2-3. JV baseball is 2-4. Middle school soccer begins their season games next Friday, and we had Colonial League Academic All-Stars. We pick a male and female based off of a combination of academics and athletics. And our recipients this year are Derek Troxel and Lexi Rushat. So congratulations to those 2 student athletes. And the league represents 2 kids from each school, and then they will put out, normally would have a breakfast in the past, but we're putting out a video like they did last year. So that's Bob, should I mention anything about the money
Yes,
the meeting
please.
I had last Friday?
Yes, please. Thank you.
So Mr. Will Strine was our track and field coach. He started our track and field program in 1963, I believe it was, and was our head track and field coach from 1963 to 1993. When he passed away, I believe it was in 2012, his daughter had reached out to me, and they started a fund which with the hope of, putting money towards a turf project, an all-weather track project, if it ever happened at the school. So Mr. Hine has been in contact with the daughter to kind of let her know what was going on. She reached out to me over the last 2 weeks. We met on Friday and closed out the account, and the Strine family, there was X amount of dollars in the account from donations, and the family kicked in about 75% more of their own money towards, and they made a donation to the school district to go towards the alumni field construction project. Am I allowed to, should I say the amount, Bob, or no?
Please do, Tom. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They're donating $10,000 towards the project. So I thought it was pretty awesome. The daughter has been very appreciative of everything that's been going on. I know Dale has been in contact with her. She saw, some videos and some pictures and that. So they are really happy that, their dad will be looking down and really appreciative of what we're doing as a school district to improve our track and field program. So I thank the family, and I'm going to send some social media stuff out in recognition of them. So I just wanted to let everyone know what they did for us. So
Thomas, if we can have that as an agenda item, just to talk about maybe, some recognition and plaque and those kinds of things at the athletic committee meeting, in addition to athletic budget. But we can do that stuff at athletic council. So thank you very much for facilitating that. Mr. Hine, thank you very much. I know you were in direct contact as well with, of course, her name escapes me.
Diane Peters.
Diane Peters, yeah, I knew Peters. Okay, yeah. So I thank both of you for really facilitating that. That's really a tremendous thing. And Mr. Strine was like an institution around here. So that's great.
I know she said that Dale had dropped off, I think, a drawing or the sketch of the turf and the track. And when she saw it the first time, she said she actually started to cry, which was, a really neat thing for her to say. And it just shows what it means. Most of their family, I know the mom has just moved. Her mom has just moved, I think, to Texas, and there's a bunch of family that are out of state. But she said whenever we get this thing going, and whether it be a track meet or field or a football game or whatever it would be, they would all love to be able to come back and be there when the field gets, when we get moving on this or when it opens up. So I thought it was really neat.
That's awesome. No other way to say it. Any questions for Mr. Mall? Seeing none, Next up, Carbon Lehigh Intermediate Unit 21. That's me. Just two things really. First, and I sound like a broken record because it seems like it's been a year. Oh wait, it has been. That we've been negotiating the CLEA contract. So I think we're in the final phases of that process now. So stay tuned on that. Second is more of a kudos. So if you did or did not know, the IUs throughout the Commonwealth were responsible for holding what they call the vaccine clinic. So the state, the governors came through and said, we're going to vaccinate all teachers and in education, et cetera. And hey, IUs, you're responsible to implement that and execute. And I just have to say that based on the feedback that I've heard, our IU, the CLIU, took that challenge, grasped it, and just tackled it head on. So it's more of a kudos. But and that's all I have for that.
If I can jump in, Dwayne, as well. I've heard the same thing from our staff who have attended the vaccination operation facilitated by the IU, and it was literally flawless. It was one of the most, I mean, this is all the feedback I've received, and it was consistent from a number of people. It was truly a flawless, well-run, well-organized, well-communicated process. And I know what was happening in the background. They really made this happen beautifully. So thank you, please, to you, and you're a board leader there at the IU. So thanks to you, and thank you for supporting them to be able to do that. It was really tremendous.
You're very welcome.
I just want to add my voice to that. Pam and I both went to Dira for that Sunday opportunity, and it was spectacular. I was blown away at how well organized, how well managed, how quick, how smooth, how efficient. And I tried to grab every Dira teacher or volunteer that I could find there and kind of say that to them. I was looking for someone and saying, hey, look, tell whoever is in charge of this, funnel this back up, that it was exceptionally well done.
Yeah.
And Dwayne, just to piggyback on what Don was saying and what you were saying, I was at the Montgomery County IU with the North Penn School District, and from parking to registration to the actual injection to where we had to sit for 15 minutes to make sure we were all, okay after the shot. I mean, the IUs are going above and beyond with the National Guard, with the company that's administering the shots. It's just if you had any fear, it was totally taken away. Any stress you had was totally relieved by the way everything was handled. So kudos to all the leaders in the IU, and thank you for being part of that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, it's very much like a tactical force is what I think of is the order comes down and they gather their troops and they just execute. It's just amazing to watch, just even from as a board member, just from that arm's length, just watch all the moving parts and seeing all the emails and the communications. It's just, it boggles the mind. But yeah, so good job to the IUs in the Commonwealth. Excellent. That being said, moving on. Borough of Catasauqua, Mr. Hine.
Yes, I attended March 29th and also on April 5th. Both meetings were at the Borough Hall. The Borough Hall has reopened again. They do their meetings in person, and then they're also streamed online. So it works out pretty well for them doing it that way. There was nothing really that came up which affected the school district. The only thing of note is, and I'm sure a lot of people have heard, that the swimming pool will not open this year due to financial reasons for the amount of money that probably has to be spent to repair the pool. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Any questions for Mr. Hine? Seeing none, Borough of North Catasauqua, Mr. Bashaw.
So I want to thank Dale and the borough of Catasauqua, the street fair they had on Saturday. That was really a breath of fresh air that they had right there on Front Street. It's just the beginning to see what it's going to look like down there, and the actual events they can have once construction starts down there. What the potential could be. It was a lot of fun. It was just nice seeing new vendors. It was nice seeing vendors. People coming out and just being part of the community again. So with that being said, we do have here in North Catty a rec committee meeting, not this coming Thursday, the following Thursday, the 22nd, where we'll start planning our summer events along with our summer morning program and wiffle ball program, along with concerts. I don't know what exactly it's going to look like. However, in exec session, we did talk about working with the Catasauqua Area School District and funding, for teaching and remediation intervention to help with our programming. So I look forward to working with our rec committee in conjunction with the school district to really build a continuum into the 2021 school year. So thank you for
Excellent.
being part of that.
Very good. Any questions for Mr. Bashaw? Seeing none. Next up, Hanover Township, Ms. Reed.
Yes, Mr. Spengler had shared that with the three new warehousing, it's 2 warehouses and a store that'll be a store warehouse that are coming up on their planning commission. So they're on the docket, so they'll be moving along with the new warehouse that's on the property that was purchased from the airport. They are fast tracking that, and they look for that completion to be happening no later than early next year, which will be fast for a warehouse to go up. But that's about it.
Okay. Very good. Any questions for Ms. Reed? Seeing none. Next up, PSBA liaison update, Mr. Panto.
Yes, I suspect everyone has probably received in the mail the 2021 State of Education document from PSBA. And if you haven't had a chance to open that up and read it, it is always a good read and it's encouraging. Always, it seems, because I guess we can be a little self promoting here, but I
Sure.
think we fare very well. And one of the pages that I would just want to draw your attention to, which I think is a great credit to everyone involved here that's been involved in the district, is page 15 that talks about most school districts who remain or have transitioned to virtual or hybrid. We are not one of those. We're part of the 14.3% who stayed all in person for the year. And I think that is not something to be lost in terms of a grand accomplishment on the part of everybody. So if you haven't had an opportunity to look at the document, it's a great read. It's encouraging. There are some things there that I think we know that are challenges in the state yet. But then again, those will be future tasks for us to try and attack and overcome. That's the end of my report.
Very good. Thank you. Any questions from Mr. Panto? Seeing none. Lehigh Career and Technical Institute, Ms. Cunningham.
They started 4-day instruction hybrid yesterday, and Allentown will be coming up April 26th. That's the end of my report.
Looks like Dwayne froze.
Yeah.
Right. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, Dwayne, or he's staying really still.
All right, now he disappeared, so he'll be back, I hope.
2 days per week, hybrid.
And Carol, I think, Adam, you can confirm, but I think our high school kiddos will be on the next Monday, correct? The 19th, is that?
Mhm.
On Monday, our students will be going back 4 days a week to
Okay.
LCTI, those that want to, which is the vast majority.
Good. Kathy, you probably want to watch for Dwayne re-entering.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, so at this point, we can either wait a little bit longer or Carol or someone can jump in and run. Should we wait a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Just wait a couple minutes and then we can see what happens. I've not heard from him.
While we wait, we actually have a student rep on here, so maybe I think it's Trista's there. Maybe she could do the student representatives.
Sounds good. Trista, the floor is yours.
Okay, I would like to start off by saying that I know that a lot of the students are really happy with the amount of work that has been done to make sure that most of the end of the year events are possible. I would just like to report that I have been approached by a good amount of students as well as parents about the location of graduation. There have been a few propositions made to move to the fields by the high school or even other options. I just thought I would bring up that to the table as the student representative.
Thank you. Okay. No Dwayne yet.
He's just showed up. Joining just now.
Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Sorry
and
about that,
Dietrich is
everybody.
back. It's very good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the somebody was landing a plane or something. I'm not sure what happened. So I
Okay.
apologize.
That's okay. We just finished the student representative. Trista gave us a quick report and some input.
Excellent.
And, we're on to item 7A.
All right.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Okay, 7A. Approval of minutes from prior meetings. And if with no objection, I'm going to combine some of these items. So 7A, special school board meeting held on March 16, 2021. B, school board meeting held on March 9th, 2021. Item 8, approval of treasurer's report for March 2021. Item 9, approval of budget transfers, March 2021. Item 10, approval of payment of all AP bills, April 2021. And item 11, approval to ratify all expenses other than AP March 2021. And I will stop there.
So moved, Cunningham.
Second, Hein.
Thank you very much. Any questions, comments, concerns? Seeing none, this is a roll call, please.
Jason Bashaw,
Yes.
Jillian Emmert,
Yes.
Christy Cooper,
Yes.
Carol Cunningham,
Yes.
Dale Hine,
Yes.
Donald Panto,
Yes.
Lauren Cieslak,
Yes.
and Dwayne Dietrich.
Yes. Thank you. Moving on, going to combine item 12, finance, item 13, personnel A, intend to retire. Actually, 2 intends to retires, A's and B's. Another retirement for item C, a resignation for item D. 13E, approval request for removal from employment. 13F, substitutes. 13G, days without pay. H, appointment of extracurricular positions for the 2020-2021 school year. Item I, approval of student teachers / interns. J, approval to employ 6 custodial student 2021 summer workers. And item K, approval of summer maintenance employment for Mr. Henning. And we will stop there. Do I have a motion?
So moved, Cunningham.
Thank you.
Second, Jillian.
Thank you. Any questions, concerns, comments?
I have one question. Is Mr. Doberman coaching yet?
Yes.
I don't know who just answered that. Thomas, was that you?
Yes.
Okay. Does that mean, Dale, was the question like right now? You mean, is he still coaching?
No, is he coaching before we approved it?
Oh. Thomas, I think I administratively approved that one, right? Because
You did.
we had what we needed. Yes.
Right.
That should be retroactive.
Okay. Dale, did that answer your question?
Yes, it did. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, this is a roll call, please.
Carol Cunningham,
Yes.
Jason Bashaw,
Yes.
Dale Hine,
Yes.
Christy Cooper,
Yes.
Lauren Cieslak,
Yes.
Jillian Emmert,
Yes.
Donald Panto,
Yes.
and Dwayne Dietrich.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. Moving on. We on 13. I think that's where we left off. Yes. Yeah, 13L, approval of 2021-2022 secretary clerk salaries. And I will stop there. Do I have a motion, please?
So moved, Cunningham.
You.
Second, Cieslak.
Thank you. Questions, concerns, comments? Seeing none, this is a roll call, please.
Carol Cunningham,
Yes.
Jillian Emmert,
Yes.
Donald Panto,
Yes.
Dale Hine,
Yes.
Christy Cooper,
Yes.
Lauren Cieslak,
Yes.
Jason Bashaw,
Yes.
and Dwayne Dietrich.
Yes. Next item, 13M, approval of 2021-2022 food service salaries. And I will stop there. Do I have a motion?
Jason Bashaw. Yes.
Second, Cunningham.
Thank you. Questions, concerns? Comments? Seeing none, this too is a roll call.
Lauren Cieslak,
Yes.
Jillian Emmert,
Yes.
Dale Hine,
Yes.
Jason Bashaw,
Yes.
Christy Cooper,
Yes.
Carol Cunningham,
Yes.
Donald Panto,
Yes.
Dwayne Dietrich.
I will abstain, thank you. Okay, moving on. Items 11N, approval of 2021-2022 custodian and maintenance salaries. Item O, approval of 2021-22 transportation salaries.
So moved. Dale Hunt.
Thank you.
Second, Jillian.
Any questions, concerns, comments? Seeing none. This is a roll call, please.
Christy Cooper,
Yes.
Carol Cunningham,
Yes.
Lauren Cieslak,
Yes.
Jason Bashaw,
Yes.
Jillian Emmert,
Yes.
Donald Panto,
Yes.
Dale Hine,
Yes.
and Dwayne Dietrich.
Yes. Thank you. Moving on. Item 11P, approval of 2021-2022 administration salaries.
So moved.
Item Q, approval of pay suspension effective March 8th to March
we
30th,
just-
2021 for employee number 2401.
Can we just do P, Dwayne?
Certainly.
So
So I will,
moved.
13P.
So moved on P.
Thank you, Mr. Hine. Do I have a second?
Second, Jillian. Second, Jillian.
Thank you. Questions, concerns, comments? Seeing and hearing none. This too is a roll call, please.
Donald Panto,
I'm sorry, question on that. Is that the category that includes the district clerical staff? No.
No, that was item L, 13L.
Okay,
This is
All right.
13P. This is
P.
the approval of the 2021-2022 administration salaries.
okay. I will say yes then to this.
Jason Bashaw,
Yes.
Christy Cooper,
Yes.
Jillian Emmert,
Yes.
Dale Hine,
No.
Lauren Cieslak,
Yes.
Carol Cunningham,
Yes.
and Dwayne Dietrich. Dwayne?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Wayne froze again.
I think you're right.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
The plane that was landing must have taken off, so. Okay, sorry about that again, everyone. I apologize.
We are on item Q, I think.
Yes. Sorry about that. I think the plane that was landing is now taking back off again, so I apologize. What you get for living next to the airport. Okay, 13Q, approval of paid suspension effective March 8th, 2021 to March 30th, 2021 for employee number 2401. Item 13R, approval of short-term substitute rate of $180 per day for Cathy Moore effective April 4th, 2021 to the end of the school year. Item S, approval for substitute rate of $130 per day for Madison Walker effective February 11th, 2021. Item T, approval of unpaid leave of absence. Item U, nomination for appointment. Item V, change in employment status. Janelle Centanoe, I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Aaron Termitis, Laura Gerhardt, and Angela Lucci. And we'll just stop there. Do I have a motion?
So moved, Cunningham.
Thank you.
Second.
I think that was Christy.
Yes, Jill and I think, went at the same
Okay.
time.
Let's do rock, paper, scissors for it. Okay. So I have a motion and a second. Do I have any questions, comments, concerns? Seeing none, this too is a roll call, please.
Jillian Emmert,
Yes.
Donald Panto,
Yes.
Lauren Cieslak,
Yes.
Christy Cooper,
Yes.
Carol Cunningham,
Yes.
Jason Bashaw,
Yes.
Dale Hine,
Yes.
Wayne Dietrich.
Yes.
So Dietrich, we do have, as you know, we do have Janelle, Aaron, and Angela with us. If you'd like to give them an
Excellent.
opportunity to thank us, and Laura
Of
could
course.
not join us this evening, only because she is in the midst of coaching. I think Thomas and Adam.
Correct. She's at
All right.
Saucon Valley.
Okay, we'll get her another time. We're not going to
Excellent.
let her get out of this.
So yes, the floor is yours.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity. I've enjoyed my time already at Catty, and I look forward to spending more years at Scheckler. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Welcome to the team.
I would also like to just say a big thank you to everyone involved. I'm very excited to be a part of the upcoming school year.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, and I guess more of the same. I'm just really thankful to be working in this great school district. The last 2 years I spent here have been great, and I really can't see myself spending my time working anywhere else. So, thank you for the opportunity.
Excellent. Very good.
Welcome aboard.
Congratulations.
Welcome.
Welcome
Congratulations.
aboard.
Very good. Okay, next up. Curriculum, item 14. 14A, preliminary approval of textbooks, social studies. For the Catasauqua Middle School, we have American History, My World, Interactive Beginnings, 1877 middle grades. And for item 14A2, Catasauqua High School 2, U.S. History Interactive Reconstruction to the Present, and the World History Interactive Survey Edition. We'll go ahead and combine that with item 15. Board approvals, 15A, approval of policy first reading. That's our bullying, cyberbullying that we talked about earlier. Excuse me. Item 15B, approval of the revised 2020-2021 Catasauqua Area School District school calendar. Item C, authorization for disposal of district vehicles. Item D, authorization of reservation / purchase pending approval of the 21-22 budget of the following pieces of equipment there. And we'll go ahead and finish it out. Item E, tax assessment appeal to authorize a withdrawal of a tax assessment appeal with regard to 1846 Catasauqua Road. And last, but certainly not least, approval of additional revised van and bus stops. And I will stop there. Do I have a motion, please?
So moved, Cunningham.
Thank you.
Second, Cieslak.
Thank you. Any questions, concerns, comments?
First question, how do we dispose of the vehicles? Do we do municipal bid or how do we take care of that?
Dale took my question.
I'll let Lois address. I had the same question. But it has to
Okay.
do with, go ahead, Lois.
Okay, well, a lot of times on the vehicles, we take them for scrap. They're actually usually worth more than scrap on those two vehicles than they would be for any other purpose. And on the Trail Boss, we have our choice on that one, whether we take whether it's more for scrap or whether we want to take and advertise it for a sealed bid to dispose of it that way. I don't actually know what kind of shape it's in, so whether it would be advantageous that it would be worth more on a sealed bid.
Well, I know the borough, it's called municipal bid, and they virtually put everything on that, even if it's a scrap vehicle, and they pretty much, people bid on it either for scrap or for parts. My opinion, I think that's the best thing to do. I think it's the best way to get the most amount of money for it.
Yeah, I think we can do something like that and then compare it with the scrap price, right? And then take the better deal.
Right. The two vehicles cannot be driven, so they have to be towed off of the property.
Dale and board, does that sound reasonable if we, try to get some of those bids and then also compare it to scrap metal?
Sounds reasonable to me. I don't know about the others.
It sounds reasonable to me.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Agreed.
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 Sounds
Dale?
good.
Yeah, I mean, I like the municipal bid. I, followed a lot just to look at things. And you'd be amazed at, the stuff that is undrivable has to be towed that gets sold for more money than you would think.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk with Steve, maybe Travers down there at the borough, and just see if we can get in on that same bid.
Yeah, they participate. They sell their police vehicles and everything.
Sounds good. Thank you.
My other question is, the one item we're buying is diesel. I think it's the Gator or whatever it is. That is a diesel vehicle, and I would assume we're going to run off-road diesel in that vehicle. Now, how do we fill that vehicle with diesel? We don't have diesel on site, correct?
We have diesel for the buses on site, yes.
Oh, we do have diesel on site?
Right, we do not have regular gas on site, but for the buses, we have diesel on site.
But that would be on-road diesel, it's not off-road, correct?
That is correct. So we would need to fill it with gas cans. They have 5-gallon gas cans.
So that's our plan. I mean,
I'll find out the details, Dale. I mean, so is this for the not for the Gator, but for the I have to scroll through.
Kubota.
The Kubota.
Correct. That's a diesel vehicle. I think we should maybe talk about it in buildings and grounds.
Sounds like a plan.
Maybe we should get another tank.
Yeah, maybe there's some method we could do. Yeah, that sounds good.
Because off-road diesel is much cheaper than on-road.
Yeah, we want to use that. Sounds good. I'll make sure it's on the agenda so we can talk about that. I'll get some details ahead of time.
Very good. Any other questions? Seeing none, this is a roll call, please.
Dale Heim,
Yes.
Lauren Cieslak,
Yes.
Jillian Emmert,
Yeah.
Jason Bashaw,
Yes.
Christy Cooper,
Yes.
Donald Panto,
Yes.
Carol Cunningham,
Yes.
and Dwayne Dietrich.
Yes. Thank you, board. Next up, we're going to combine 16 old business, new business, accommodations, and information items, and also correspondence. And we'll start with Ms. Cottrin.
I don't have anything tonight. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Do we have Mr. Caress?
Yes.
Anything to add?
I would just like to mention I think things are moving along pretty good towards the end of the year. I started working on a list of items for the summer that I'll be working with the crew, making sure everybody's aware of what needs to be done. And if I neglected to do it last time, I just wanted to pass on my commendations to the great team that I've had to work with here at Catty: Kathy Cotrin, Carla Frislin, Anne Marie Hartraft, Alicia Weaver, and Dan Cotrin. Hope I didn't miss anyone, Kathy.
No, but you'll still be missed.
Thanks.
Yep, for sure.
You will be missed.
Yes, Wayne.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mall.
The only thing I missed when I spoke earlier was I want to thank Whitehall High School. They are allowing us to use their track for our track and field practice. So it's worked out really well. As has pretty much been the case in the past, they do not charge us anything for any use over there. So I just want to thank them and make everyone aware of that. That's where we are practicing either once or twice a week. So that's it, and hope everyone has a good rest of the night.
Very good. Ms. Keffer, anything to add?
No, thank you. I don't have anything.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Doberman.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the board for allowing Janelle and Aaron to join our Sheckler team. We had a great batch of candidates to choose from again this time, and we continue to get what I believe are our best candidates at Sheckler, and I really appreciate your approving them tonight. We at Sheckler are right now moving towards preparing for PSSAs, which will start on Monday, and it's our first year doing them online with our students. And we're also bringing in some of our online students into school to take them. So we're coordinating all that. It's going to be interesting, but we think we've thought of everything until we realize we haven't. But we have a flexible staff who will make it work. I just know they will. So we're working together as a team to prepare for that this year. And Christina is really guiding us and helping us with this online stuff. And Rebecca from the district office is on top of things as well. So we appreciate all of that support too. Awesome. And of course, Wayne and Kathy, they're going to be there to help with the tech stuff and the iPads and making sure the Wi-Fi is up, hopefully, and running well for 2 weeks for us, as it always is. We're also starting to establish our procedures to collect iPads at the end of the year. We're prepping to do that the last week of school, and that is going to be quite a task as well, trying to coordinate all of it. But again, we have a great team preparing to do that. And that's about all I have. Thank you.
Excellent. It's amazing to think that we're already talking about the end of the year when it just seems like we just started. So
yeah.
Ms. Inselman, what's
Hi,
going on at CMS?
Oh, well, as you had just mentioned, all the planning and preparation, that's exactly what we're heading into for the end of the year. Preparations such as 5th grade orientation, our 8th grade promotion, our 5th through 8th grade talent show. So we're just beginning that process of figuring out again how we would like to add upon what we did last year and this virtual environment that we are living in currently. So we just want to make sure that we can expand upon what we did last year and just make the process better for our students. So we're excited about that, the end of the year preparations. And also we've been conducting some virtual field trips with our students in grades 5 through 8. And also we're working on our NEPRIS live sessions, which are virtual connections with our business and industry leaders to promote career awareness with our students. So we have some exciting things going on.
Meeting
at the school. We also are in the midst of our preparation for
love you.
And we have our ELA and math for our traditional students, April 19th through the 23rd. And then we have our virtual PSSA, ELA and math assessments for our virtual students, the 26th through the 30th. And then in May, we have some makeup sessions. So we do have a lot going on right now, but it'll go quickly. So we're just aggressively planning for the end of the year events. And on a side note, personally, just to let everyone know that I did become an official Nana. My first granddaughter was born on April 9th. She weighed 6 pounds, 4 ounces, and they had quite a bit of a stay in the hospital after 32 hours of labor.
Oh my.
Yeah, they did an emergency C-section and stayed in the hospital for a couple of days, and they are home. Came home late last night, so just thrilled to death to let you all know that I am now an official Nana.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I think she deserves a commendation as well for 32 hours of labor. Holy cow. Wow. Anyway,
Exactly.
very good. Thank you, Ms. Inselman. Mr. Snug.
All right, good evening, everyone. I've got quite a few little accolades here I wanted to go through, but as always, I will be brief. First off, I want to thank the board for hiring Laura Gearhart. She has done a phenomenal job for us this year at CHS, and we're very excited to have her join on as part of the Rough Rider family. She's done a great job, and I know she's going to continue to do that as we move forward. I do want to let everybody know the report cards were made available to parents through Parent Portal on yesterday morning. We're in the middle of the Middle States accreditation surveys. This is something we have to do every 6 years. We have to get feedback from our parents, our students, and our staff. All 3 surveys have gone live. If there's any parents out there that are listening right now and you haven't filled it out yet, please do so. That's the only area right now we're kind of lacking and would you like a few more responses from parents. So if you have time to do that, that would be most helpful for us as we move forward. I would like to say we had a virtual career expo that we did with Whitehall High School. We had over 80 professionals talk to our students about potential career opportunities. And we asked our students to survey it at the end to see how they thought it went and how it was going. This was our first time trying something this big. 80% of CHS students gave it a rating of 7 or higher out of a scale of 1 to 10. 60% gave it an 8 or higher. So I think it's safe to say we definitely hit a home run the first time trying something. I'm hopeful we're able to do this again next year because it was very nice and very meaningful to a lot of our students. On top of that, the National Honor Society held our annual carnival, which was originally supposed to be on Festivus, but COVID took care of that, and COVID took care of it again the day before spring break. So we had it this past Friday. All it is students going around in the gymnasium playing games for a quarter and purchasing little things for a quarter. They managed to raise $575 for Eastern PA Down Syndrome Association. So kudos to the National Honor Society. Very proud of them and everything they've done. I also want to give a quick shout out to Penn Tech, who's been helping us in a partnership doing a pre-apprenticeship program. They came to school last Friday as well to deliver some on-site training for some of our students interested in manufacturing. Students were making robots that were going around. I've got a picture of one. It looks like Johnny 5 from the 80s. It was pretty neat to see it in action and the students using their iPads to control Legos. It was neat to see it coming together. With that said, upcoming events, we have AP exams May 4th through the 5th. We have our National Honor Society induction ceremony on May 10th. And our spring music concert is going to be Saturday, May 15th at 1 p.m. It's going to be a drive-in style. So the students are going to perform outside the main entrance of the high school, and you'll be able to drive in and view the event from your car. So we're pretty excited about that because we're starting to feel like we're headed back to normal. That's all I have tonight. And again, thank you guys for everything you guys do.
Thank you, Mr. Snug. Okay, moving on. Ms. Cooper.
Well, I just want to welcome all the new teachers to our district, and I want to say thank you to the retiring teachers and anyone else who might be retiring. And that's all I have for tonight.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Bashaw.
Yeah, I want to say congratulations to those of the retiring and all the years they dedicated to Catasauqua Area School District and to our community. And welcome aboard all our new staff. And I just want to say best of luck to the elementary and middle school with the PSSAs this year. I know it's no easy task, but I know you guys are going to handle it with ease. So hats off, and I look forward to hearing more about it.
Very good. Thank you. Mr. Panto.
I think he lost his internet. He texted me.
I've rendered him speechless. All right. Well, we'll see if he gets back. It must be a pandemic of a different sort, the Wi-Fi. Okay, moving on. Ms. Cieslak.
Just wanted to say congratulations to our new hires and to our retirees. And also, we have made it to the 4th marking period. So that's an amazing feat and something to be very proud of, and keep up the great work. We're almost there.
Excellent. Thank you. Ms. Emmert.
Let's say congratulations to the 2 that are retiring, and thank you to Mrs. Fisher for all that she did this year with everything with COVID and making sure everything ran smoothly. You were very instrumental for us. And Miss Inselman, I just wanted to say thank you to you for having your staff with the autism awareness shirts. They were adorable, and I'm a little jealous that I didn't get one, but I loved them. So it was great to see everybody in them.
Hint, hint. Wink, wink. Nod, nod. Yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Very good. Thank you. Mr. Hine.
Yeah, I also want to thank the Strine family. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time to make contact with Diane. And as for seeing tears in her eyes, I think it's been 3 times I've seen her with tears in her eyes. They're really excited about what's happening. And the other thing I have is online today, for those of us that went to Catty, Will Pifley turned 80 years old today.
Wow.
So I want to wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Very good. Ms. Cunningham.
I'd like to thank the retirees, congratulations, and the new hires, congratulations.
Good. Thank you. Our student rep, Trista. Anything else for the good of the order?
I don't think I have much else to say, other than congratulations to Mrs. Inselman on her grandchild.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you. Ms. Reed.
Yes, I just would like to thank our SROs for they did an Easter bag for students. They had about 200 students, which included all of our C3P students, and all the students in K through 6 received not only a bag of candy, but also a bag of school supplies, crayons, coloring books, and the students in grades 7 through 12 received the bag of candy along with personal care items, shampoo, body wash. They spent a lot of time of it. Our National Honor Society girls came in and helped pack some of the candy, and I'm not sure who else came down and filled all the bags. I don't know if they were all National Honor Society kids or whether it was a different club. Maybe Adam knows, but the kids were great in helping out the SROs getting that project all ready to go.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you very much. Mr. Nuhr.
I have nothing further to add.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Dr. Lutz-Dibbling.
Yes, I would just like to say congratulations and thank you to all of our retirees, and also congratulations to Janelle, Angelo, Aaron, and Laura. We are so excited to have you join our Rough Rider team. Additionally, with regard to planning for next year, we are doing a lot of planning for next year, and before the end of April, parents and guardians should keep an eye out for the 2021-22 school year learning options selection form. So we will be sending that out and asking parents to select their learning option in preparation for next school year. And that will be coming out sometime toward the end of April. And finally, we are also in the process of planning our summer professional development, analyzing our needs, what our teachers have expressed as their needs, and working with different providers, working with the IU, doing some research to find a variety of options that we can offer to teachers and allow them to differentiate their professional development selections to meet their needs in preparation for next school year. And that's all that I have.
Very good. Sounds like going to be a busy next few months for sure.
That's true.
Mr. Spangler.
Thank you. Congratulations to our retirees. We are literally losing centuries of experience and knowledge, and you will truly be missed. We haven't even realized just how much we're going to miss you, but we certainly will. On the flip side, however, we are so fortunate to continue to attract the absolute best to Catty, and congratulations to our new Rough Rider staff members. You guys are great, and we are so glad to have you as valuable members of our team here at Catty. Thank you to our board and admin team for providing meaningful activities and memories throughout this school year and continuing through the spring. You know, of primary importance is the mental health and well-being of our students, families, and community. And we have literally provided them the best opportunities in that area. And I'm very proud of our district for doing that. Moving ahead, as Christina just mentioned, we're planning and we are planning early for the new school year. We've got, surveys coming out soon for parents, and, parents, please respond quickly and responsibly to any of the surveys and information, because it will truly allow us to plan and implement the parent choice model that has been really successful for us. And lastly, our May committee meetings and board meeting will be in person for board and administration and virtually available to the public. So we're moving right on. So thank you.
Very good. Thank you very much. What else to add? Congratulations and thank you to our retirees. Congratulations and welcome to all of our new teachers and staff. And so with that, I would like to move on to the next item, recognition of guests and visitors.
There are no comments from any guests or visitors.
Visitors, did Mr. Panto rejoin us? No? Okay.
No.
All right. So that plane must have landed and took off at the same time. Excellent. Very good. So again, as Mr. Spangler had mentioned, the next meeting date's Wednesday, May 5th. We have a Buildings and Grounds Committee meeting at 4 o'clock, followed by a 5 o'clock Academics Committee meeting, and a 6 o'clock Athletic Committee meeting. And then on Tuesday, May 11th, we have a general session, a school board meeting at 7 o'clock. And with that being said, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
So move, Cunningham.
Can I have a second, please?
Second, Cieslak.
Thank you. All those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No, motion passes.